Hi everyone! It's day 4, December 4th of Crafting with Baby Girls Countdown to Christmas 2017. So we have here our December 4th bag, and today we used a bell cutout that I cut out with my Cricut on cardstock. The bag is from Walmart, just a lunch sack. I liked the white instead of the brown, so I went with the white. The December 4th is cut out in Oracal 651 vinyl, just because I think it's easier to stick the vinyl on than have to glue each and every letter. So let's see what we have for December 4th. Oh, in case you're wondering what the Christmas tree is, I think I tell this in every video, but that's how I marked which of my family got which bag, since I sent this to all my nieces and nephews, or my nieces and nephews, and my sisters, and my kids that are off at college, and that. Actually, my one daughter's coming to visit for Christmas, and I've got a set for her here, which she doesn't know unless she watches this video, so we'll have to see. But that's what that just marks which family got which bag. And I did that in vinyl too, just because it was easy to make them. So day 4, we have cute little sucker holders. These don't like to stay in there. So we have that one. And this one's just a plain one, kind of bowed. It got smushed in the sack. That one did anyway. These ones are all fine. Oh, there's the sticker for that one. All I did is just embellished it with just a Christmas sticker. You can see a rainbow, or I mean a reindeer. And this one just has the candy cane and the little candy thing. So that's what we're going to make today. It's very simple, but it's cute. And I also came up with a way to secure the sucker so it doesn't twist around, like you can kind of see these suckers twisting around in here. But we're going to borrow that sucker since I don't have another one. Which is okay because I don't eat suckers very often. So we'll set that aside and let's get started. What you're going to need is a sucker. I'm using these blow pops. You're going to need some paper. Again, I'm using my scraps. So this is just a section of a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, and I don't know which paper stack it came from. So it's just kind of a scrap right now. And we're going to cut that down to 2 inches, which I think most of it is almost there, by 9 inches. So it's going to be 2 by 9 inches. And then we're going to score that, so you need like something, a bone folder or that. It helps if you have like a hole punch or a crocodile or something to cut a hole. We're going to come in at 1 inch and cut a hole. I don't have that, so we're going to find an alternative way to make a hole, and I'll show you how to do that. And you're also going to want some glue dots. Can you see that? There we go. I've got the Zotz small glue dots. We'll be using those today. So, first things first, let's cut our paper down. My little scraps are just kind of over here. We want this to be 2 inches wide. So I'm measuring it over here to 2 inches. And I like to cut, pull towards me when I cut. It's just me. There we go. I feel like I have more control. Set this over in scraps in case I need that. Oh, and then we want this one. I have to pull my arm out now. Sorry, I'm going off frame to get this open. I'm using my Cricut cutter, which I love the cut, but sometimes I have a hard time pulling the arm open. I'm going to cut this at 9 inches. And that's all the cutting we need to do. Set that aside. And now we're going to score. And I thought I'd show you guys how to score at a different way than just using your scoreboard. So we're going to take it down here, and we need to score at 2.5 inches, at 4.5 inches, and at 6.5 inches. And then we're going to turn it over, and then we'll come over on this side and do the same thing. Now I'm staring at this at an angle, so hopefully this is going to be okay. So we want 2.5 inches, 4.5 inches, and 6.5 inches. And then I'm just going to take my bone folder, line up those with my ruler, take my bone folder, and just draw it across. Now that moved, so I'm just going to do it again, make sure I get it in the right spot. Okay. And we're going to do it on this side. I want to make sure my paper doesn't move. Now this score is not going to be quite as intense as if you did it on your scoreboard, but it still works. Alright, so now you're going to want to fold that over and make sure that the score line is straight. I just kind of measure it on use the side as a edge. Make sure everything's straight. And this side too. Okay. Now this is going to end up going together like this. You'll see that there's a bit of an angle there. You see that? That's where the 2.5 inch one is on the side. The straight edge back here is where it stands, and then it's able to stand with an angle. So you can see what the embellishment is on the front. But it's right here. If you fold this up, it's going to be right here where you need to make the hole in the center. So I'm going to take my ruler again, and I'm going to mark it at 1 inch. Oops. So that I know where I need to make that hole. Now that's where you would punch it, but since I don't have anything to punch it with, I'm going to poke my pen through it. And that works. So if I need to make it a little bit bigger, I can either poke my pen through it a little bit further. Sometimes crafting, you can, you need all those expensive tools, you can use all those expensive tools, but sometimes you can just craft with what you've got around the house. And that makes it, so everybody can craft, and that's what's awesome about crafting. So there you go. That's what it's going to look like. So what we're going to take now is we are going to take my trusty score tape, which, you know me, I use score tape for pretty much everything. And the side that's going to go underneath. Now, if you did those pen marks, it's better to do them in pencil so you can erase them after, or put them on the inside. I didn't, so we're going to see them, unless I do some embellishment. So after the video, I'll probably go and stick some glitter there. So on the inside one, you want to put it at the top, and on the outside one, you want to put it at the bottom. And you notice that sometimes I tear, but today I'm actually cutting because I want it to literally go right to the edge. And then I'm just going to stick a little bit on the side. It doesn't need to cover the whole side, but definitely right to the edge. And you can see here I can tear because it's not quite as exact. It doesn't have to be as exact. So that's what we've got. Just kind of make sure that that is burnished down. And then we're going to peel off the tape. And you can definitely do this with any adhesive that you want. Something that's going to secure, though, you don't want to use an adhesive that it has a tendency of falling apart. I know here that I have to be careful if I use my ATG gun because we have a lot of humidity and things will start to come apart. I want to put this right up there. I don't want to cover that hole because I'm going to have the stick sticking out of it. Make this as straight as I can. And it looks like I have a little bit of an edge left over, and I don't like that, so I'm going to cut it off. Sorry if I went off camera again. So now what I want to do, make sure my sucker is, I want to make sure my sucker is secure, and I'm going to flatten that down. And I'm going to take one of my glue dots right off of here, and I'm going to stick it onto the wrapper of the sucker. There we go. That is going to help keep that the sucker secure and in place. And we stick the stick up through the hole. I'm sticking it up through the hole. It's at an angle right now, but I will put it all the way up and then secure that glue dot down. There we go. Alright, so now my sucker is in there and it's not going anywhere. So that's what's pretty neat about that. Now for those of you, this is where you can just embellish however you want. I am going to be using these embellishments. This is gift tags. There's an 18 count and I got this at the Dollar Tree and I've been using this. And I'm going to be using the present one today. And this opens up into a gift tag. It does come with a dimensional on the back if you wanted to use that. So if you wanted to make this something where you had a gift card on the top or gift tag on the top, then you could just do it like this. And I think actually, well, it's kind of big, but I think I might do that. There we go. Now oftentimes you have to resecure the adhesive on these gift tags because they don't stick very well, but this one seemed to turn out okay. So that's what we have. And then you can open up and have a little gift tag inside. It stays closed. So that's what we have for day 4. Hope you guys are getting excited for Christmas is coming up and tomorrow's activity will be a little bit longer. So we will see you later. Bye.